This is macOS Ken.
Apple's back-to-school promo is a go. YouTube would like to track you more, please. And we'll do some Apple retail talk. It is Friday, the 21st of June, 2024. I'm Ken Ray, and this is news from macOS Ken, brought to you by yours truly and sponsored by ExpressVPN. Get your money's worth and get an extra 3 months free when you sign up at expressvpn.com/macOSKen. This show is also supported by people like you, patrons through Patreon. Find out more and add your support at patreon.com/macOSKen. As had been rumored earlier this week, Apple has launched its annual back-to-school promotion in the States. Cult of Mac says the promo went live Thursday. Offers include the usual discounts for students and faculty, but with added Apple money thrown in. Qualifying buyers who buy an M2 or M3 MacBook Air, 13-inch or 15-inch, get a $150 Apple gift card. Same goes for buyers of the 14 or 16-inch M3 MacBook Pro and or the M3 iMac. .edu peeps can also take discounts on a Mac Mini, iPad Air, and or iPad Pro. Each of those machines bought through the promotion includes a $100 Apple gift card. Sweetening the deal a bit, the cult says eligible spenders can also get 20% off on Apple Care Plus and Apple Music student plans with free Apple TV Plus. The piece points out that accessories like AirPods Pro or Magic Keyboard for iPad Pro are not part of the promotion. They do qualify for the education discount, though, and of course, the gift cards that came with the new computers and iPads could go back to Apple just as quickly for accessories. You may feel like you need a chart to follow all of this, especially when you see the part where Cult of Mac points out that you can get better deals on the newest Macs and iPads on Amazon and other retailers, or you can let somebody else check that out for you. The good people at iMore have actually hit the web, doing some compare and contrast pricing on current sales for Apple hardware, factoring in sticker prices and Apple's gift card offerings to figure out who has the best or better deals. It's not always Apple, but it's not always not Apple either. Check out the iMore piece if you want to play bargain hunt without actually having to play it yourself. Staying on the hardware scene, Beats Solo Buds are out to the planet. A piece from Mac Rumors says the latest stoppers from the Apple subsidiary are available to purchase at select Apple retail stores and authorized resellers around the world as of yesterday. Working against the devices, they do not have active noise cancellation, and the case has no battery of its own, so the earbuds can only be charged when the case is connected to an external power source. Working in the Beats Solo Buds' favor, up to 18 hours of battery life, fun colors including matte black, storm gray, arctic purple, and transparent red, which is really more translucent than transparent, but whatever. Finally, there's the price tag, $79.99. If you're in the market, Mac Rumor says the earbuds can be purchased on Apple's online store for delivery or in-store pickup where available. Making the move to software, a piece from TechCrunch says Apple on Thursday released Final Cut Pro for iPad 2 and Final Cut Camera. That's the second version of Final Cut Pro for iPad, not a version for iPad 2. Considering the second iPad came out in 2011, a version for that tablet would be hilarious. Originally announced during last month's iPad event, the report says Final Cut Pro for iPad 2 includes a new live multicam feature that lets users wireless connect and preview up to 4 cameras at once. Okay, I pretend to hear you say, but how? Well, that's where the Final Cut Camera app comes in. In its news blurb on the release, Apple says using a combination of iPhone and iPad devices, users will have a director's view of each camera and manual control of their preferences using the all-new Pro app Final Cut Camera. Final Cut Camera powers live multicam and also works as a standalone recording app on iPhone and iPad with the ability to adjust settings like manual focus, shutter speed, ISO, and more. In addition, Apple on Thursday updated Final Cut Pro for the Mac. According to TechCrunch, version 10.8 of the app gives users access to new AI features such as enhanced light and color and a new smooth slow-mo option. The Final Cut Camera app is free in the App Store. Final Cut Pro for iPad 2 will run subscribers $4.99 per month or $49 a year. Final Cut Pro for the Mac is available in the Mac App Store for $299.99. Weird that there's no subscription option for that. Or no subscription option yet. Attention members of Apple's public testing program, it is time to get back to it. Mac Rumors ran a couple of pertinent pieces on Thursday, one hipping people to the first public betas of iOS and iPadOS 17.6, and another doing the same for macOS Sonoma 14.6. Nothing new spotted in any of these betas, according to the reports. Seems likely that these will handle stability and security issues. If you're a member of the testing program, you know what to do. If you're not but wish you were, info awaits at beta.apple.com. More news in a moment, but first a word from today's sponsor, ExpressVPN. I almost never watch regular TV. And yet when I go to another city, like on vacation or something, one of the first things I do is turn on the TV. I want to see what other people watch when they're watching. Netflix is like that for other countries. All kinds of shows in all kinds of places, but all those shows aren't every place. You can check out what they've got in other countries, though, thanks to ExpressVPN. Fire up the ExpressVPN app on your Mac, your iPad, your Apple TV. Choose another country. They have servers in over 100 of them. And see what they can see in the UK or Brazil or South Korea. I seriously tried watching a series on Netflix South Korea through ExpressVPN earlier. HD video, no lagging, no buffering. Kind of amazing. See also Disney Plus. Kind of trippy. Look, you're paying for these services. Why not see everything they have to offer? Get your money's worth at expressvpn.com/macOSken. Don't forget to use my link at expressvpn.com/macOSken to get an extra 3 months of ExpressVPN for free. Rated number 1 by sites like CNET and The Verge. Check them out yourself. EXPRESSVPN. expressvpn.com/macOSken. YouTube for iPhone and iPad would like more information about you, please. With iOS 14.5, says a piece from 9to5 Google, Apple required app developers to tell users about and have them opt in to broader tracking. In 2021, Google Apps stopped certain tracking methods to comply and not have to show that prompt. And they're apparently done with that. Soon, the app will be like, so can we track you or what? We don't know how soon is, but starting soon, the piece says YouTube will pop the question about allowing YouTube to track your activity across other companies' apps and websites. Your options will basically be yes or no. The allow option will say if you turn on this setting, activity from this app will be linked with activity from non-Google apps and websites to show personalized ads and provide ad measurement. Your choice will be applied to all users of the YouTube app on the device where the setting is turned on. That is fairly light on carrot. though it does come with stick. The option Ask App Not to Track includes the message, if you don't turn this setting on, activity from this app will not be linked with activity from non-Google apps and websites to show personalized ads and provide ad measurement. This will make your overall ads experience in this app less personalized and may result in less relevant and more repeated ads. Friend, you had me at will not be linked with activity from non-Google apps and websites. England's Milton Keynes is losing its Apple Store for a few days. As first reported by Bloomberg last year, a piece from 9 to 5 Mac says the Cupertino company is relocating the retail location. It's switching from its old-style, narrow, two-floor unit to something bigger and more in keeping with Apple's current retail aesthetic. According to the report, Apple has confirmed via its website that the current store in Milton Keynes will close from the 25th of June. The company says that a brand new Apple Store is coming soon on Saturday, the 29th of June. The store is staying in the same Midsummer Place shopping center. I gotta say, bigger would likely be better. Based on the picture, there doesn't seem to be space to turn around in the current location. But all the aluminum, and it's got the old glass stairs. Time marches on. On the other side of the globe, something mad modern for Apple retail. The Cupertino company issued a press release Thursday announcing a new store for Kuala Lumpur. Apple The Exchange TRX will welcome its first customers this Saturday. This is Apple's first store in Malaysia, and I gotta say, it's really stunning. According to the company's press release, Apple The Exchange TRX connects the mall's central atrium to a lush rooftop park that wraps around the store's upper level. Emitting a warm glow at night, the three-dimensional layered roof consists of horizontal glass panels and shading blades that reduce the sun's rays. A central glazed oculus brings daylight into the interior and includes a dynamic artificial lighting feature. Words don't really do it justice. It's pretty. The store opens at 10 a.m. tomorrow, Saturday, the 22nd of June. If you stop by, tell them macOS Ken sent you. And witness the look of confusion. Speaking of Apple stores, that is just what Michael Steeber and I do on this week's edition of the Mac Observer Show. I've been reading Michael Steeber stuff for years. I'm also a fan of his virtual walkthrough experience, Apple Store Time Machine, and for people into Apple retail, his Facades app is pretty incredible. We talk about all of that, plus Apple Store's post-pandemic and post-Angela Arendt, making space in stores for Apple Vision Pro, and some of our favorite Apple retail locations. You can see the show on the Mac Observer's YouTube channel, youtube.com/MacObserver. You can hear it on the Mac Observer site at macobserver.com, and of course, you can grab it and go. Find the Mac Observer show by searching for Ken Ray or Mac Observer wherever you get podcasts. As long as I've got you checking out other shows, we are catching up on topics past on checklist number 380. We'll look at the off and on and temporarily off again push by various governments to break encryption. You know, for kids. Plus, Mr. Softy recalls recall, and the UK and Canada are looking into last year's 23andMe breach. That is all on checklist number 380, brought to you by SecureMac. Find that at securemac.com/checklist or wherever you get podcasts. macOS Ken, brought to you by me and sponsored by ExpressVPN. Sign up for a year and get an extra 3 months free at expressvpn.com/macOSKen. This show is also supported by people like you, patrons through Patreon. Find out more and add your support at patreon.com/macOScan. Advertising handled by Backbeat Media. Online at backbeatmedia.com. You can reach me a couple of ways. info@macoscan.com or call 716-780-4080. Until next time, that is news from macOS Ken. I'm Ken Ray.
Ciao.